Hi everyone, welcome back to the Tarot channel. So if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I'm generally demoing and reviewing guitars, okay? Sometimes amps, sometimes pedals, but there's an instrument I'm using pretty much every time I make a demo and that I have never reviewed. It's a bass. And well, let's start with the brave new bass I have bought last month, which is the Harley Benton Marquess 5. And I'm gonna try and demo and review a bass, but I think a disclaimer will be useful before I start doing this. Okay, as you can guess, I am not a real bass player. I'm playing bass sometimes because my demo needs bass. Okay, so if you wonder how this guitar sounds, if you play it with fingers, which I'm absolutely unable to do correctly, or how it sounds in slap, which I'm absolutely unable to do as well. Sorry, but you're not on the right channel. Okay, I'm gonna tell what I think about this bass, considering that well, you can consider me as a beginner. I'm a very occasional bass player, even though since I have this one, I have played much more than usually, because I was specially preparing this video and because I like this bass a lot. Okay, so how things are gonna work? Well, very easily. I have prepared 3 short demos in order to let you hear this bass in a mixed context. So the first one you're gonna hear is in E flat standard, it's a metal track. The second one you're gonna hear is in B flat standard with a 7 strings guitar, also a metal track. And the third one, back to E flat standard, is some clean tones that I have played with one of my guitars and that I have find a nice bass line to go with. Okay, enough talk I think, so here we go for the 3 demos and I'll be back afterwards. Okay, so that were the 3 short demos, and now we're gonna talk about what you couldn't hear here, so the demo about this bass. But just before we go there, I would like to ask you to subscribe to this channel if it's not already done. Leave thumbs up under this video and under all my other videos if you enjoyed them. And if you buy anything from my partner Thoman, this bass, a guitar, or pretty much everything you want, please use my partner link that's gonna be in the description down below. When you click my link, you are on the French page of Thoman, so you just have to click top right to change the language and make it your own. Okay, and if you want to make 100% sure that you are really on my page on Thoman, you can use my list of highly recommended gear, so you will see my banner, my logo, and pretty much everything that makes the identity of the channel, so you're sure you are really on the Torok page on Thoman. Now, if you want to choose some things that's not in the list, of course you can do it and it will work anyway. Right, back to this bass. I'm not gonna do the same kind of reviews that I would do with a guitar because I'm not a bass expert. I'm gonna make it maybe shorter and a bit different, yeah. Okay, so what I enjoy with this bass, I think I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be much more easy for me. All right, first, well, okay, this thing looks really cool. The aesthetic of the body, there were already headless guitars. I don't know if there are headless bass, but maybe there are. And now we've got a buttless bass. And really, I'm not shocked with the aesthetics of this thing. And I find it really cool because, I mean, I can put the bass like there on the floor, just hold it with my knee, it stands. If I put it on a stand like this, it will fit perfectly well on the fork, because the fork is not too wide. And generally, I put it on the stand that's just behind me, instead of the Schecter Hellraiser that's here. And it fits okay, even though I think this part of the bass is touching the floor, but I mean, that's not a problem. Okay, so the aesthetic is cool. I needed a 5 strings bass because I have a 7 strings guitar, and sometimes I love to use the low B, even though now it's on low B flat string. It's okay for me. When I have started playing this bass, I have realized that I also enjoy the shape of the neck. It's something like a C-shaped neck, of course a broad C shape, but it feels very comfortable, and I was feeling very easy with playing this thing. I think it's a really nice neck. Plus, well, you've got these 5 pieces of wood spec sheet, which on the 250 euros bass is, you know, you don't expect that. And yeah, it feels cool and it looks cool. Okay. The tuners are doing a pretty good job. The bass stays in tune pretty well. That's nice. The pickups, I'm gonna play the bass alone. Don't worry if you haven't heard really what you wanted to with the demos. But yeah, I think they're very good. They sound bassy enough, but not too much. They're loud. You've got good level of output. So yeah, pretty cool pickups. And I've been very easy at understanding how those 4 pots are working. Of course, not to be compared with what you would have on the guitar. Here you have the volume for the bridge pickup. Here you have the volume for the neck pickup. Here you have the bass booster or reducer, according to what you want to do. And here is the treble booster or reducer, again, according to what you want to do. And all in all, it's gonna help you shape your tone and make this bass sound exactly how you want. And really, I have very easily defined the tones I wanted, even though I think I'm not very demanding, because if you consider I'm an occasional bass player, I'm playing with a small amp, which is a Warwick 20 watts. I'm gonna show you a pic somewhere like this. But okay, it sounds good to me, and that's exactly what I expected, you know? Okay, now, what about the downsides of this bass? Well, not a lot to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I have had to set the intonation up, because when I received the bass, the neck was totally flat, the strings were much too low, and it was not intonated at all. So, how does it work? Let me show you. Okay, see, got a bridge. On the side of the bridge, you've got here this little hole, and you've got here an Allen screw, and you've got the same thing here. Okay, so if you're playing bass, maybe you have already seen the system. If you're like me, you're a beginner, you don't know how it works, very easy. You unscrew these two, and then you've got those 5 blocks, one per string, which are pretty much some saddles, and you move them up or down in order to adjust your intonation. Okay, what's wrong with this system? First things first, well, I do prefer having a spring like here with a screw, and you make it step by step, and it makes the setup more fluid and more easy, you know. Here you have to move the thing, and maybe you're gonna make 1 centimeter or 1 inch beyond or further, you know. It took me a bit of time to really make the intonation correct because of the lack of progressivity of the system. Second thing, as you can see, maybe it's not very obvious. Okay, the screw is here, okay? The saddle for the low B is here, just here. If I need to go beyond this point, it means that the Allen screw that's here is going to pass before the saddle, and I mean it will not help align all the others correctly. Just a little problem with the quality of this bridge, but fortunately I have been able to set this bass correctly. The intonation is okay. So, but okay, you will probably have to set your intonation up yourself if you order this bass, because for 250 euros, I hope you do not expect the bass to be absolutely great out of the box and ready to play. You know, that's probably not going to happen. And okay, keep that in mind. It will take you a little bit of time, but once the job is done, well, the job is done. And so far, it hasn't moved in something like what, 3 weeks, with almost a daily playing. And fortunately, once you have locked the screws, this thing doesn't move. Okay, that's pretty much all I have to say. I am very satisfied with this bass. The only thing, maybe about the aesthetics, this piece of, what is it? Plastic? Something like that. Well, I think I could live without it, you know. I don't know why they decided to put it here. Maybe the idea behind that is to try and copy a bass from a more prestigious brand, because that's something Harley Benton does very often. It doesn't disturb me either, but I mean, yeah, I could really live without this. Anyway, very cool bass, very good access to the upper frets, even though I'm not gonna shred on the bass, you know. But yeah, very fluid move, very nice neck to run through. And this bass sounds good, and that's what we're gonna hear together. I have recorded a demo with the bass played alone, and I'm gonna show you the differences of volume between the different pickups and the differences of middle and bass booster or reducer according to what you want to do. Here we go. Okay, well, I think I have pretty much said all about this bass. Really enjoy it, and you're gonna hear it very often on my next demos. Even though after this bass review, I'm gonna come back to guitars and pickups, and especially pickups. Have some ideas about some videos about pickups, and I'm gonna try and make more amp reviews. Okay, well, so that's it for today. If you want to see me demo and review more bass or compare this one with one of my other bass, let's not talk about my old Squire, but maybe you want to have a comparison with the other Harley Benton bass I have, which is the B550, let me know. Okay, maybe I can do that. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.